Ma'am, this isn't a doctor's office. I finally have something to share. It's short, but it was interesting. So I work as an administrative assistant at a small architecture firm. I get a phone call and answer with my standard greeting. Good morning, small architect firm. This is canned champagne. Can I help you? I'm greeted with that old lady shriek. You know, the one where they swear to God that telephones are still transceivers from 1940. Hi, this is a client of ours. I have an appointment there at 9:15 tomorrow. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't have you scheduled with the architect. Did you speak to him to make the appointment? What are you talking about? Of course I have an appointment. I need a CT scan done. And you scheduled me, and I need it done. Ma'am, this is an architecture firm. I believe you may have called the wrong number. Transfer me to radiology then. Ma'am, I'm sorry. Again, this is architecture firm, not your doctor's office. You're going to have to call them. I cannot transfer you to anyone. I don't understand why you won't transfer me. It is just a simple button. Well, give me the number then if you won't do your job. I'll call myself. Ma'am, I don't know the number or even what office you're talking about. I don't understand why you people can't just do your jobs. And she hung up on me. This is one of our clients, and she is generally a sweet lady. I wonder if I should warn the architect of how she behaves when she doesn't get her way. Anyway, I know it was a small, simple one, but it was a strange one to have happened to me in my own office. To out of 10 would not do again. TLDR, an old lady called my architect office and was positive we were her doctor. I edit, typo, edited to add. I did tell the architect about the weird call. But we're not going to be doing anything about it. Just going to keep it in mind moving forward. We are almost done with her project, and honestly, we usually speak with her husband anyway as he has been the main point of contact.
Woman asks me to hold her clothes and ring her up. So maybe this was my fault for wearing all black and going to buy something at Saks Fifth for my girlfriend. But on to the story. So there I am perusing the racks trying to find my girl a nice dress, when suddenly this older woman runs up to me and says, I've been waiting for 15 minutes for someone to help me. Here, take these and ring me up. I then look at her arm extended with all the clothes and say, who told you you could wear that? She is stunned. She then says, excuse me. I then elaborate and said that you simply cannot pull this off. You're too old for such a dress. She then says, where is your manager? How dare you speak to a customer like that? I'm going to have you fired. I then point to the first person I see with a suit on standing behind the counter, and she storms off. Then I stand and watch as she starts shouting at this man and pointing at me. I can tell he's apologizing and trying to calm her down, but when she points to me he looks confused. I can only assume he told her that I didn't work there, because next thing I know she looks at me and flips me off. And I go off with my day with this lovely story to tell and a smile.
I know I won't clean your table, but you can talk to my manager. She won't either. A couple years ago, I was working for a theme park as a live entertainment support tech. As you can tell by my username, I'm a lighting stagehand by trade. This particular story takes place on my second day of work after returning from a 4-year hiatus. We were all working hard to get the summer show up on its feet and ready for tech in a couple weeks, so we took a longer lunch break than normal. The level staff, like myself, and our department supervisors, at a pizza place across the street. Now, the way we dressed for this position was fairly distinctive amongst our staff, but I guess less so when you leave the park. We were show blacks, all black clothing, down to socks and a shirt. Some stickers even insist you wear black underwear. The black shirts, button-up work shirts we had, as well as the ball caps several of us were wearing, had the name of the theme park and entertainment in silver in a less than misspelled font, on top of which we had name tags with the company logo, and our tool belts on our hips. The pizza place, however, had shorter sleeves black polos for managers or T-shirts, though a similar black theme. They were not at all alike. Anyway, sorry for the long setup, but it's important you know how unbelievable this situation was. So I'm making my way through the buffet, grabbing pizza and some salad when I hear it. The impatient shriek of, excuse me. I'm focused on my lunch as we are still on a time crunch after all. Naturally, I assumed this woman just wanted me to step aside, so I politely moved. I heard a distinct huff, then felt a not too gentle tap on my shoulder. I turned around, confused, and finally, I've managed to get someone's attention. All these tables are filthy, and I want you to clean one for me. I blinked for a moment, about to utter the words you all expect. I got as far as I don't. I know you're on your lunch break, but you can stuff your face in a while. You have a paying customer here with no place to sit. Am I just supposed to eat standing like an animal? Yes, she actually said that. I point to the logo on my work shirt. She doesn't even look. But nonetheless, I say, sorry, I can't clean your table for you. There's always someone at the register. Maybe they can. You're right here, right now. Why should I have to wait for someone else to do your job? At this point, I just sigh and begin to walk off. Karen shrieks, I want to talk to your manager. As it so happens, guess who was sitting at the table with our staff? Suddenly, I get an idea that probably belongs on our /malicious compliance. I flag my manager over. Hey, Spotlight, what's going on? This woman said she wanted to speak to my manager. Why would? Okay, this lazy sack of shit isn't doing her job. I want you to tell her to clean me a table now. My Spotlight doesn't work for the pizza place. Neither do I. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with people these days? No one ever gives good service anymore. My manager, seeing just what I'd been putting up with, went off on Karen. She didn't yell, and was very controlled to the point it was scary. I wish I could remember exactly what she said, but I had wandered out of earshot after she told me to take my food and sit down. All I know is Karen finally seemed to get the message. Here's the best part. I don't know exactly why Karen left, without ever eating a single slice of pizza she paid for. My manager ended up giving me some cash to cover my lunch after all the crap. So thanks, Karen, I guess.
I got fired from a job I don't work. I work for Nabisco as a sales service representative. I go from store to store in whatever region I'm assigned to for the day. I spend usually 2 to 6 hours in each store depending on the amount of product in the shipment. Today I was doing my normal Walmart service and something I could never imagine happened. I'm required to wear pants and a collared shirt for my position. It's not really a big deal, except on the hot days when I leave the stores to enter my car that's a ripe 110 degrees. Today I was wearing khakis and a blue collared shirt, my first mistake. All the Walmart employees wear blue and a crossing guard bright yellow vest. I was doing my usual thing, throwing Oreos on shelves and making sure the Ritz are all straight, when a new Walmart employee came over to me. Employee, hey, there's a mandatory meeting for us in the receiving deck. Lee, sorry, I don't actually work. Employee, mandatory. Instead of putting up a fight about it, knowing I had to go to receiving to get more product, I went with the new dude. I got back there and walked by the group of employees gathered around the store manager, who I have had several conversations with before. I thought, no biggie, squeak on by and just get 1 box of Chips Ahoy, and then leave. As I walk by the group, I hear a faint, excuse me. I turn around to see a woman I have never seen before, I guess a woman from regional doing some sort of wellness and performance check. Lee, can I help you? Woman, actually yes, you can help by joining us. Once again, not wanting to get into a confrontation, I just walked on over there and decided to try and wait it out. The woman went on and on, but didn't seem to stop. I tried to sneak away, giving the store manager a little nod, kind of confirming that I was going to leave. I stood up and the woman had more things to say. Woman, excuse me, who gave you permission to leave? Lee, I don't actually work here. Woman, it's a rhetorical question. Sit down. I decided that I was just going to walk away. After all, I didn't actually work there. I walked over to our back stock and grabbed the cookies and left. After around 45 minutes of stocking shelves, I had to go back and grab more of the items from the back stock. I returned to the back room and proceeded to load the boat with more product. Lo and behold, regional lady approaches me. Woman, extremely disrespectful to try and upstage me. What makes you think you can do something like that to a higher-up? Trying to explain, I tried to tell you I don't work. Woman, no, you don't talk back to me, pack it up and go. I was absolutely dumbfounded. It was so cliché, like bad movie cliché. But I was going to do what was requested. I packed it up and left, leaving a half-loaded boat in the back room with me. Later, I got a call from my boss saying that Walmart called complaining I didn't finish the case shipment. I explained the scenario and was off the hook. I like to think the manager will now have a half-stocked cookies and crackers aisle, and have to personally stock it for not standing up for me.
Check out my other wonderful videos.